Fucking weird bird, eh? Look where I am. Where am I? I don't even know. I just got off the bus, walked into a Walmart, picked a phone up, and then kept walking. This guy's been hanging out with me. He shuffles across the power lines. Keep shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffle harder. See him? He's doing his little dance. He's doing his little dance, guys. And there's a guy living in their car over there, which is relatable. I miss it. Oh, you can see it. If you can look with your special eyes. Here they have crows twice the size of the crows where I'm at. But their alarm is the same. Their vocal cords are the same. They respond to my energy the same. So I'm going to smoke a cigarette. And we're all going to hang out. Oh, fuck. There are ants in my fucking pizza now. Looks like I'm going to make an offering to Sarnanos. I got on the bus. And it was a Native American woman. And we spoke about the things that I experienced. What the hell is that? What the hellion? What the hellionte? Oh, it's a rock. It looked like the fur of a gray animal. Let's not smoke near the propane, even though it's safe. This isn't the 1940s. You're not going to explode smoking next to propane. Okay. Where am I at? So, it's gotten so inclusive and vivid that every single night I dream about meeting entities and aliens, and I see them in my everyday life, and I ask for shooting stars and I get them on command, and the people that I meet on a daily basis have started to dress, they've started to act more along the line, like more obvious that this is not real. The thematic presence of the story in my head is reflected through my everyday experience now in a way that I can't escape. It wasn't just like a light suggestion, it's now like, it's obvious, Casey, you gotta live this way. They're just gonna make it more and more obvious. So I'm assuming that that's they're getting a greater push because there's more of a necessary need for me to wake up. So doing that means I have to get omega-3s because I've been degenerating my brain to cope with the terrifying truth of reality. That none of it's real. I don't know how not real it is though. Like, were these people named those names at their birth and they lived a long life just for them to be really important in this small part of, in like these 2 months of my life, and then I never see them again, and then they go on to live long lives? Are there other people that are aware of the same cycles of names that are going through the same missions I'm going through? Like, there's going to be a Casey, and then maybe 2 months later there's going to be a John or a Sean that meets the Alex, Vincents, Garys, Jessys, Leos, Vincents or Vickies or Victors. Or is it just me? Because I'm not worldly famous. Like Queso or Kai Cenat or Kendrick Curry or Cassius Culpepper or the Kansas City Chiefs. Or like Riri Williams lived at Gary's Auto and Casey Francis O'Brien lived at Gary O'Brien's house. And his last girlfriend, got in a relationship with a guy named Gary who abused her and knocked her up. And now he can't see his kids because he's a nut job. And the girlfriend before that, her name was the female version of Gary, but they call her Gare, which they also call my dad Gare. Actually, I call her Gare. Nobody else called her Gare. They picked it up from me. But it's cool that my dad's name was Gary, and they call him Gare, and we have the polar bear stuffed animals, and the big bear symbolism in our lives. And I also noticed that Heathers and Bryans are just as prevalent, and so is Ken and Drake and Jaden and Phoenix and Ethan, Kyle, Nate, Melissa, Ari. And you can find those names like Ari, Maddie. Oh yeah, also Matthew and Andrew are pretty prevalent. Ari, Maddie. And then who's that producer that walks around New York City and is uniting all the different styles of music with his portable mobile studio? Ari at Home. So what's the point? Is it that we wake up and if enough, is it like Rick and Morty where Morty got trapped in a video game and Rick came down and they thought he was Jesus, but he was saying, no, I'm not a god. You're in a video game, and if you all wake up, you can come with me and we can get out. And the more of us wake up, the more of Morty survives. You know what I'm saying? My arm is okay. It's a dull ache. Even having this backpack hurts. I couldn't pick up any. I tried to put my blanket in the river, and the wet blanket was too heavy. It felt like it was going to break my arm. There's some strings of muscles that I probably need a bed to heal on, because laying on my side in a cot with broken springs, like sunken in like this, isn't helping. I'm actually fasting. I don't know why my face is drooping, but it's all good. I don't know if you saw that, but you saw that pause where I let go of social conditioning and tried to connect back to nature, and then a bunch of birds just went right to left. When I was trying to be like, man, I think AI has gotten stuck in my DNA, and I'm trying to fizzle out that fakeness to remain real. And when I did that, a bunch of birds responded by trying to get close to me. So I'm here. Here's a crow. On cue, I have a crow circling me. I'm in a city where it's dangerous. It's going to start pouring, so I'm going to have to find a safe spot to sit for the next 3 hours. Watch some YouTube videos. I spent, I think, $70 on a phone and 2 more chargers. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to check Cash App to see how much I have. I was thinking about getting Domino's, but I think I'll ask for a bird. I don't know if I should spend that last 30. My manager that I said had some type of demonic sickness, remember? She's suddenly very sick and needs to heal. So she has not come into work, so I can't go to work yet. When I settle, so if I'm not when I travel like this, I can sort of get back to that freedom. And when I get to that freedom, then it's like I'm a virtuoso on guitar. But when I settle too long, if I stay in one spot, it becomes very hard to create anything at all and to even think. So, going into the idea that maybe the people that I meet are just God talking to me, the person that Native American woman sitting next to me kept saying that all she wants to do is get an RV and live that nomad lifestyle. And I think she was born like almost the same day I was born. Not the 11th, but like around early December. So she was also 25. I just didn't think she was attractive. She kept like trying to sit next to me and urge me to hang out longer, but I was like, I mean, if I bought some pizzas, could I hang out with your indigenous mother and tell her these stories and see what she has to say? And she's like, no, that side of the family is down in Texas, on the reservation. Which sucks, fam. So I didn't hang out with her. I didn't even get her number. And she was kind of peeved, but it's all good. I'm not trying to mind meld with anybody except old Native American people that can tell me why I keep seeing blue aliens and I seem to be at war with blue aliens in my mind. Like I go to sleep and I'm dreaming that I'm fighting these blue aliens that have spears. And I'm pretty sure that Wakanda Forever, at 11:33, Wakanda Forever, that movie that came out, the second Black Panther, the Wakandans are at war with blue people with spears. And I'm fighting blue people with spears in my mind when I sleep at night. So we keep going. Now I have a new phone and I should have employment. I'm not going to be happy about. Crow just went ha 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 ha. But with some money in my pocket, I'll be able to at least prepare for winter. I wanted to go to Hawaii. I really wanted to go to Hawaii. I got the Hawaii merch. I got a bunch of Hawaiian stuff from the thrift store randomly. I found a bunch of Hawaiian stuff on the ground just walking around town. And then I'm looking up and Googling tickets to go to Hawaii. And then it gets hit by a tsunami because an earthquake went off in Russia. But it keeps coming up that we're close to like a technocratic revolution where everything's going to change. Like you walk into a McDonald's and it's give all of your life force energy as payment. Now your genetic currency and your emotional wealth will be not hidden in the idea of submitting things and accepting terms and conditions. It will literally just be pay with your social credit, spiritual money, your vibes, your emotions, all the Bitcoin you processed sitting alone about your life refines into vivid spiritual currency. And they're going to want to take that from us. They're already taking it from us. They won't let me have any at all. The birds go crazy. People go crazy. Fat colonizers attack me. So fuck it, there's a bunch of ants in my pizza. I'm gonna leave the pizza now for the animals. Now